to just put titles on it to neighbor. Yeah,
This
we didn't
is,
start yet.
Did we see this one?
Uh-uh.
No, this was on the last agenda, but they
Oh,
weren't
yeah, we
present.
looked at the drawing.
Okay, so 24 Woodland Road, is everyone online via Zoom?
Yes.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. Joe, you are with
John, a homeowner?
John? Oh, sorry. So John and Rachel are the homeowners?
Yes.
Is your contractor gonna come on? Or architect? Or is it
I'm not sure. It might just be us that.
Who's Marco?
Marco, are you a part of this application or are you with someone else?
He's number 3.
He's next,
Oh,
he's the
okay.
next one, number 2 and 3.
Okay.
Is there a site plan or
So he was very complete.
no site plan?
What is it?
This is it. This is all,
This is
you know.
Okay, so you can present.
Okay, great. So we have not presented to the Architectural Review Board before. This is our first, sorry, give me one second.
Can you take his face off? The one on the left. He's not part of it.
I don't know if I
You
can.
can't? Okay. Maybe he can just turn his.
Yes, which application are you?
We're the 4th.
Okay.
Do we
You
stay
wanna do-
outside
Yeah.
until, okay.
Like, you wanna start maybe with the pictures and photographs of
Can
the
you,
house and
Can you
neighbors?
show your screen? Share your screen?
Sure, yeah.
The
So I
drawings.
think, sorry, let me share here.
Photographs and site plan.
Yeah, and do you have a site plan and?
We have, I think everything that's presented in front of you right now. I can share this.
This is existing, these are neighbors,
This is
supposedly.
Is the house that's under construction a neighboring house?
The neighboring house, I'm sorry, you'll have to perhaps just guide me through it. So the first
Okay,
page here,
yeah.
yeah,
So
this is our
that's your house.
home. Yeah. This is the existing house.
It's a home.
Construction.
Can you just point out where?
Which is the front elevation, where's your front door?
Yep, so front door is, you can see my mouse right here.
Yeah.
So this is the front door. This is the entrance from Woodland Road, which runs generally this way. This is the rear profile of the home. Dormer will be located here
Mm-hmm.
on the back side, which is also, this is the same location here.
Just right.
And then the front side right here.
Which one's the front side?
Right where his cursor is. Well, that's the roof of the front side.
Yeah,
Scroll down.
so this is the front elevation right here.
That's where the shed door is.
This is the shed dormer.
Do you have a site plan so we can kind of see where the house is changing and what the context is?
I don't think he does.
The elevations are in there. This is
We can't hear.
You're breaking up.
Is this what you're looking for?
the elevation from the architect.
Do you-
No,
do you
it's
have a-
site plan. Go ahead.
You know, like a Google Earth and then a site plan, so we can understand the context.
The context.
Like a survey, like a surveyor. Do you have a survey?
And I did show it. It's not, it wasn't,
No, what are existing
foods are.
elevations,
You're also breaking up.
because we don't know from.
Yes,
One before.
It's probably not in this pack. Do you think you have a survey on your computer?
I do have a survey, yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, cutting around now.
Am I able to email it quickly?
This is the front house, where's the front house here? Oh, they're not, they said that it's here. That's this, that's not.
It's hard to
Eyebrows
tell.
go there, shed there.
Can I get this up on here?
Shed over
That's the front door. This is
there.
on here. Right, I think this.
What- Sorry, give us a second. We're pulling up the survey right now.
Okay.
On the left.
Okay, that's.
Is
They
this-
were on the house or they were staying at the
I
same
think
floor?
that's.
Can you tell by the
The building permit description is remove and replace existing asphalt shingle roof and install new dormer and new eyebrow dormer.
Yeah, so
So
there's
it's
three dormers total, 2 shed dormers, 1 eyebrow dormer.
Correct. Yeah, you can see it on what I'm carrying right now.
1 on the front,
Is that this?
1 on the
Yeah,
rear,
this one.
and the eyebrows on the front.
Wait, 2 dormers and
And the eyebrow.
one eyebrow. It's not like-
These two. This
There's
one.
no change to the footprint aside from the dormer.
But-
Are you changing, you're not changing any ground floor footprint,
No.
just the dormers? Are you changing, are all the windows to remain, except for the new dormers?
Yes, the dormers.
Okay, and this one, look, here, for example, the garage was here.
Go ahead, yes. You can- Don't be shy, don't be shy,
No, I'm not sure.
yes.
So just so that we understand a little bit the changes, other than you mentioned those two dormers and the eyebrow.
It's like this is the-
When you look at these, your existing drawing, the pictures, because there are no drawings, you have a garage and there are 2
Yeah, there's no.
windows on the left side of the garage. Now, yeah,
Yeah,
right. And on your drawings, there are
No
no
window.
non-existing here. There are no.
So if you go to the elevation now,
yeah.
So are you
Stop
eliminating
there.
them?
No, we're not.
They were just not drawn.
They were not drawn there. There's no change to those windows.
Okay. Another question I have on these existing one, can you show us where's the front door? Or do you have a maybe
maybe
the picture is not-
You can't see the front door.
So,
Because of
but
the
I would
angle.
like to.
It's
Is
in
that-
behind.
Pictures on the front door here.
I see.
It's just hidden by shrubbery.
Right.
So they're just putting.
Are you
So-
changing
so
any
when you
siding
have
on
this-
the house?
No.
So we don't know how this looks like below these two.
Well, are you changing the front door at all?
No, but this.
Not with this project.
No.
So
Okay.
right here, it says there's some.
It's drawing,
the
just the
same.
steps.
Just the dormers and the eyebrow dormer, that's all they're doing.
No,
So
no,
and
of course, it
the
just has to
windows,
be-
because so next to the front door, are there any other windows? And I'm just asking because you missed the windows on the garage side, so
No, there's no change.
that's actual right now then.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Is there a fourth elevation we're missing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, there's a garage, first floor, the second floor.
Yeah, but most houses have 4 sides. What does a 4th side look like?
Germane to this project.
We
So
can't
this is-
hear you.
Side that you
Yeah.
can't see.
That side.
This is the north side of or east side of the house.
Unless they're cutting this off.
Yeah.
and I think-
Normally, we require all 4 elevations and full elevations of the elevations you do, I mean, the rear elevations cut off
I also
right
want
now.
to see this, where's this one here?
There's one.
This elevation.
No, but where is it on there?
We have,
Must be this one.
I mean, we have it with a different point.
See the changes.
We passed the article review board when we were trying to do a different project. You guys have seen this project before about 3 months ago, and then we got held up because it turns out our septic system isn't what we have challenging records with our septic. So that's why we're doing things piecemeal. We're just trying to replace our roof and add a few dormers above the attic. So that's why our architect put together this plan for submission. If you guys actually have seen all 4 sides, and I could pull that up if it would be helpful today, but
Yeah,
I
sure,
can't-
Great.
sure.
okay. We have to go to an old email.
Well, they put the splash colors in
What
it.
is this elevation, where we going, where is it?
Well,
Different
We're trying to
colors.
see.
well, that's the roof. The rear roof, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
It's a wall.
Yeah,
And
We
this is
need to
different.
see-
than that.
so what's the
Because there's a
elevation?
chimney,
Where are these dormers?
and there are 2 chimneys.
This is
Hang
the
on.
That's
Where
the front door.
This is the
going.
back
This is,
dormer.
I guess this is a is this a section 3? No, it's not. Elevation.
No, that's
Where's
not,
that one?
so that's,
Because I don't see
That
those 2
dormers.
doors.
Oh, this is
Here?
what's that?
I
Yeah.
think it is on the, where that chimney is, on that side. So it's
Yeah,
on
this
the other-
this elevation
Exactly.
is
Is
this
that-
one.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
this-
we're not seeing this.
So,
Well, you are.
Yeah, the
I
dormers are
think
going
it's this.
over the
No,
garage.
it's not.
If
No.
you aren't seeing, there's no work being done to that side. The side you aren't seeing is the back side of
see,
this profile. So the only side that's actually having a
where's this one?
to it
Coming here with that.
used to be is
But
this
where is-
portion of it
No,
right here.
Where-
This is front and rear.
Oh,
Yeah.
These
these
two
are
are different
Right.
size dormers. and
Right.
These are the two.
No, I know.
Because, it just because of the colors and everything.
Yeah, it's very hard to follow.
So this
I'm
one,
okay with that elevation.
let's see. Maybe if we have,
Uh,
cause that's,
this is this way and this is that way.
okay. She's looking for all the elevations.
Mom, I sent you a couple of emails. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, I think the
It's
design is
I
fine.
mean,
It's
it's,
just,
it's all right.
Design is fine,
Is
it's
that
just
we don't
confusing.
have-
It was just,
Just gotta let them know.
we don't.
Oh, it comes out. No, you did here.
Oh, yeah.
Square it up with this. Because we've been, these are the only 3 elements. It's pretty-
Right,
yeah.
I'm okay.
It looks, it looks nice,
I'm
it's fine,
okay,
it's just
yeah.
very confusing.
It
to
just,
draw.
just the documentation is not complete and, but otherwise I'm okay.
Let's see what this.
Cause it's like a puzzle to find out the existing.
Sorry, we're trying to get that other piece. Is there anything I can walk you through for it to be more digestible?
No, I think we're getting it, it's just, I mean, the presentation is very incomplete, but if
Yeah.
you're literally doing 2 dormers plus the eyebrow, then if that's the only things we're looking at, then we get
Then we're
it, but
okay.
the presentation is rather incomplete.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you there. The picture we're missing is like, or the drawing part we're missing is here. However, there's no work being done to that portion. I totally understand that it should be included.
And we certainly want the 2 doors in, next to the garage added back on the drawings, we don't wanna look like we're approving their removal.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more
The
time?
2 windows next to the garage door,
Okay.
you'll
Yeah,
need
but
to
we are,
put those back in.
okay, so we just need to add those to the architectural drawing.
Yeah.
So that part is like, why did it, okay.
Let's see.
This-
Okay, so we need to just draw boxes right here and we're good to go.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
there a 4th elevation that we can see, or you don't have it?
All of his elevations do not include that.
Yeah, none of the
Oh.
elevations. Even, hold on, I'm
I
sorry.
can't see it.
You're blurred in the background, so we can't see you.
We are, I'm a Teams person, so let me just, all
There
right,
you go.
there we go.
Oh.
Everything he's done for us, he's just not included those 2 windows, but I mean, this is the before, and this is that rear elevation that you're asking about here.
Now that helps.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's not included in here. I don't know why. I think because it didn't pertain to this project, maybe you thought that it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I think it's an application, right, Daisy?
Yeah, and you are supposed to have a Google Earth and a site plan if you
Next time,
ever come
next
back as a
time,
customer,
next
a
time.
repeat customer, you know. But we
Okay.
will approve this if you draw on the 2 windows.
Okay, so just add in those 2 windows there, and that should be good to go for this.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
All
that
right.
just goes in with. Okay.
You'll
Does that just come with a
resubmit
permit
it
request,
to-
or do we resubmit?
When you give the final construction plans to Tom, just make sure to add them on.
Okay. Thank you for your patience here. First one, next one's gonna be better. I promise.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Have a great day.
I think that name is here for both the second and third application.
But he was on the,
Mondra, yeah, but I think she's the landscape architect.
oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Right here.
Alright, so the first application is gonna be 2 Hemlock Hills.
2 of them.
Pictures?
How come I know the name, but I can't think of where it is?
Hemlock Hills, isn't that?
Campfire.
Campfire.
Oh, that's why. That one I have too.
26, I don't know half of them. I don't know most of them.
Hello.
We're here.
Is everyone here for 2 Hemlock?
The Gunners are.
That's the owners, the
Oh, the
homeowners,
homeowners? Okay.
Josh and Ritika, and the architect, Marco Manfred.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Marco.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Not bad.
And you're
The designer, Eileen Civitello.
okay. Who's gonna?
Do you want me to just start
Yeah.
taking you through what we're doing?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm looking at this, page 1, post site plan. And, I've got you
A200.
coming up the driveway here, okay?
Oh, no, this is A1.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you an overview of what we're doing on the whole property. So the driveway comes up here like this. So for purposes, there's sort of 2 front entrances. So I'm calling this courtyard. Okay, so and then this I'll call front entrance. And then this is the back patio. Okay, so I'll start here with first I just wanna say there's an overage of impermeable surfaces, so we're looking to give back. Quite a bit has to be given back, and we've done that, but we're still slightly above the limits that we're allowed, so we are gonna be going for a variance, but I think we should be good with that.
So you can show us what's existing and what's.
Yes, you wanna do it that way? Sure,
Yeah,
you wanna
so
see
this
the
way we can-
existing, okay,
Understand what's,
sure.
what are you doing?
Okay, so. Marco's got that all flushed out for us. Okay. So that's, okay, this is the existing page, what's your page number? So let's go. A100, okay, removal site plan, so right now, okay, I'm gonna continue to work from this advantage if you don't mind. So right now you can see that there's a landing that comes clear across this courtyard, and then a secondary brick patio that comes across the courtyard, and then that's finished off with a big wooden enclosure, and then more brick steps and then a Trex walkway. And that all adds up to just solid. There's like virtually nothing permeable in that area.
Is this all exterior work? You changing the
All
footprint
exterior.
of the house?
All
Oh,
exterior.
you're not changing the house?
Nothing,
Oh,
right,
oh.
all exterior, 3 areas. This front courtyard, front entrance, and this back patio, okay? So I mean, maybe I don't need to go into, do you want me to just give you rough strokes and then you ask me questions?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, so the,
landscaping project.
so courtyard, front entrance and back patio. Okay, any questions?
What are you doing? Wait.
Okay, so again, we're gonna remove a lot of this landing, make it a smaller landing here.
Yeah, I think you can see it pretty clearly,
You
the
can see.
A200.
Alright, so you're changing the ground surface and you're putting in more grass, I guess, what?
Yeah, garden areas, right, planting areas.
And you're not changing anything on the facade of the house whatsoever, no porticos, no entrance, nothing?
Yes, we are.
Oh, so you are,
Yep.
you are.
Right, existing, there are these beams that kind of block the door. You know, like as soon as you come up into the courtyard, there's a beam that blocks your view of the front door. We're gonna remove the beams and tie them into the house, so.
You have a photo, can you show us a photo?
Columns, Eileen.
Photo?
You mean the columns?
Sorry?
Columns, not beams.
You mean
Columns,
we're
I'm
removing
sorry.
the
So
columns,
So
not the
that's
beams.
the north elevation?
One of these, can you point us in these
Sure.
photos? which,
The west
you know,
elevation.
go through each
The
one,
west elevation.
Which we're looking at.
So you only have partial elevation.
Okay, so,
They're doing that, that's the west elevation.
That-
okay, so here, I think I actually have another one that might even be better, because you guys just moved. Okay, so in this, I'm sorry. Okay, in this courtyard here, see this balcony up here? That balcony goes across. Yeah, this isn't showing you. If I found it on my phone, could I pass it my phone? Is that okay? Because I know I have.
But it looks like it says new columns here, it says on the north elevation.
Yeah.
Which of the east, west, north, which is the rear side and courtyard?
Okay, let me show you this. The courtyard is west, the front entrance is north,
Right.
and the I
And
almost
then
got it
east
there,
is the
but
back.
hang on one second, let's just get this so I have it.
The elevations are labeled correctly.
Yes.
So the main entrance, which is the courtyard, is west.
So this is,
The back of the house is east. And the garage entrance is north.
so this is, so see these columns that are through here that just, when you enter, you go to the front door, they're like right here. So we're gonna tie them into the side of the house.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Can
sorry,
you
is
pass
it-
that down?
Yep.
This is which entrance, the courtyard?
Courtyard, yes,
So the east, the
west. That's west, right, Marco?
West, so
the west.
Courtyard is
That's
west?
what it's changing.
A100, he
Yes.
put it on
The
the
courtyard is west. It's labeled on the elevation.
This is what they are demolishing, it's all in.
That's
This is-
that, is the ground.
No, but these are the columns that they are talking about, they are demolished. So that's west, on the west side, and this is how it's going to be, just that it would be nice.
There's
So
a
that's
section
the
of
top,
this?
that's the top drawing here, is
Section of this,
what's
what
how
does
it's
it
gonna
look
be.
like?
You're just removing the columns.
Removing the columns, yes.
The windows are staying the same?
Yep.
Yeah. What's the cover, what's holding up, are you putting a new roof in that area?
We're gonna put a black standing stainless roof across.
And what's holding that up?
And then we'll put a new header across,
What's holding it up?
posts in the wall, right, Marco? In the side.
I'm
or
sorry, I
on the
can't hear
side
you.
of
What-
our
Is
what's
there a
holding it
beam
up?
under, is there a beam underneath now? You're getting rid
Yeah,
of
so
the
if you go to
columns.
if you go to A201, drawing number 3, it says proposed partial floor plan at west entry We're showing a new, a new beam to support where the columns used to exist, and then there's gonna be a new canopy.
Hold on, we can't
Wait,
hear
one
you,
second.
hold on, we can't hear you.
No, those are the two beams. Here. These are the two beams he's talking about.
And what's going over it, what does the section look like?
What number is this? Well, this is what's going on.
Okay, so is there a section to it?
So what is
Who is the architect?
This is the architect.
Marco is the
Do you,
architect.
do you have a section through that, so we can understand three-dimensionally what's going on there?
A section through where? The courtyard, west?
Through the new work at the front door? In the courtyard?
Well, we don't.
No, I don't have a, like a
And we don't
full
have the
building
elevation.
section? No, I don't.
Well-
I have a front elevation. I have a front elevation, and then I have the plans.
Okay.
This is the front from the.
No, we know, but we don't see this.
It's hard to tell.
The angle from the
Yeah,
side.
no, it'd be
He's
nice to have
changing it.
an elevation from the side or a section through it or something so we can understand, you know, what's going
Here,
on.
but here you can see the kind of.
So, I mean, you can see a little bit on one of the photos that was submitted of the front of the house. There's essentially a balcony with a railing on top and two posts. All of that is going to remain. Two of the columns are being removed. A new beam is being put in to support the balcony. And then a new roof canopy is going to extend off of that.
There's no context, so understand.
Is there any way I can send you each this photo, maybe
Yeah,
this
but
would help?
No.
That's the existing, we wanna
That's
know what
existing.
the new is gonna look
The
like.
new presentation is highly incomplete. It's just
This
It's
right
just a
here?
small vignette of each piece of what's been done, and there's no sections or side elevation.
Well, this is a complete set
seeing
of
this.
drawings to get us a building permit. It's not necessary to show a complete full elevation just for a permit. I was unaware that we needed to show full elevations of the entire house where there's no scope of work
Actually,
included.
the ARB application says all elevations, right?
I'm showing you all elevations
It
that are
is
included in the scope of work.
Requirement in the code, but, we do list that a drawing of one or more sides may be required. If you can't get what
As
you
far as
get,
I we're working on
then
the
you're
standard.
asking, you can ask them to return.
No.
Yes.
I think we'll probably want it where it's.
And it's just tilting, I don't know, how far is this?
I mean, you see how far back that is from the, it's just this, it's just coming to, that's not gonna change.
The depth is not changing?
Not at all, no. So what you're seeing here and what.
Do you have this picture that you can share with us on this screen, so it's,
Marco, I'll text
So we
it
can
to
all
you
see
right
it.
now, and you can bring it up on the screen, okay?
we're not
Yeah, bear
looking-
with me a moment.
so we can all look at it?
Okay.
Eileen, you can text it to us as well. We'll put it up.
Okay. Because all it's, the entry to that area, it doesn't change at all. You know, there are no changes made to the walls going in. It's essentially the brick steps run up the width of that.
I can't see that.
They're gonna bring it up on the screen.
Right, that's what we asked.
That's where the canopy comes up.
Just try to make it.
Okay, good, here it is. Let me show you this.
Okay, coming out. Oh, you have it?
Yeah, can you see it? Is it big enough?
There, but it's
Alright.
No,
I was just about to share that.
I'll make it bigger.
same
Give me a
size
second.
as is on my phone. Can you
Give me a
Can
second.
you
I'll make it bigger.
bring that up?
Yeah, can you see,
Okay,
Oh,
that's
All right.
better, okay,
is
that's
that better? Can we go
Yes.
full screen on that? Would that help?
yeah, she just
Okay.
needs
I'm
to.
gonna try. I'm gonna try. Give me a
Okay.
second.
Daisy, can't you change our view?
I'm changing the views,
You make top left the big one and the other's postage stamps.
speaker. Okay,
Is that balloons?
Are those real balloons?
Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
here we are.
I have
But
it
I
here
think-
if you want me, I can share it too.
Is it
Okay.
bigger or not?
It is
Yes,
bigger,
it
it's
is.
great. I think it's good now, right? You see. I've
These
got-
are the two. These are the two.
These are the two columns that are coming out. This is all coming out, okay? What right now is brick going across this expanse. So this is wall comes out here. There's a little angle here and then wall comes out here. None of that is changing. This is coming out and we're making this small, narrower steps that come through here and a landing right here, losing the columns.
Right.
Putting a landing right here, and then, you know, we'll need a railing on the side of the landing, it's on there. And a railing coming down these steps, and then this will be a planting area here. So a lot more,
Okay, but what's happening on the roof there? You're putting a
Okay,
standing seam.
and then just a very small, like signature black standing seam.
How deep is it?
That's on there, right? I think
No,
that's,
it's not.
Well, it's probably
It's,
on that.
what's this right here? Snow guard. Okay.
You know, it'd be nice to look this way. If I was standing here looking at the side, what would I be
Okay,
looking
yeah,
at?
okay, you know,
Well,
I
you can
actually
see how
have
the
that
wall-
photo of what
That's
we.
the side of it. So this is not seeing-
Right, you can't put on the
No,
left.
I know.
We're just under.
I actually sketched that and I know it's in a text thread with Marco, so I can show it to you.
I think here it says currently 3'6" here.
2'6", is that what you said?
3 foot,
3'6" on that structure.
Okay, so, I don't know, does that help? That sketch?
You're keeping it at the same plane, it's
Yep.
coming out the
Yep.
same plane? I mean, yes, it helps.
It's like, it's just sort of a detail, it's really not, so much a roof. To function as a roof, but
No, 3'6", it's kind of.
it's
What?
not,
And
it's
then
not it's not trim, but it's
Are
it's
you
not
pushing the
trim.
railing back or is it?
The railing, no, we're gonna change the railing hopefully to nicer railing.
That's not
Spindles.
indicated though.
Well, we,
What?
That we should.
This one says existing
Yeah,
railing to
railing.
remain.
okay,
I mean, you
Well,
could-
we don't know what
but
to
even for
approve
Steve,
though,
if
so
Steve
if
goes to inspect this one after they're building it, he's not gonna know what he's, you know, what it should have built it.
is the rail, so if we said to you that we'd like to stay open on the railing, if the rail, I mean, maybe it'll be a code railing, it won't be anything that we.
Right, right.
But the
But
note,
right now,
you're
it's-
asking for an approval, the note says existing railing to remain.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
You just said you're putting in a new railing.
We
You can
might.
do-
You know
you
what, I
can,
wanted
it's
the-
fine,
I wanted the opportunity to improve the property
it's fine.
as I went along and take a look at what might
Yeah.
work. I didn't know that I had to lock it up now, so, you know,
So
if anything changes, if we see it and we say, wow, maybe there's an improvement that can be made here, I'm sure you'd be open to
But
maybe
you're
an as-built.
You're
That as
putting
long
new
as it's
cable
code,
rail
right?
here.
No,
Is that right? You're putting a new cable
Where
rail
is this
here?
in the back? Where are you?
North elevation.
This is the side of the garage. And this is the front.
No, this is the front.
New cable rail would be here, see the, coming down the steps.
Well, not
Just a
all
few
the-
steps. But you know what, I'm confused by that. Yeah, let me
This is
see.
not that elevation.
Right,
There's a
no,
whole
this is,
new-
I'm
they're
sorry,
building a
this is,
whole new
this is a
extended
different
patio
drawing,
in the
this is
back.
the, see again, I referred to
Everything
this as
there
the
is new.
courtyard entrance, and this is the front entrance. There are two entrances to this house, courtyard entrance and front entrance. This is the front entrance. This cable rail is for the back patio.
Right,
So
but
that's
my point is though, you're having the cable rail here, so wouldn't you want the same?
You know, I really wanted to give my
Rail.
customer the opportunity to see the economics of it. And if,
That's
If the-
usually done prior to
but if
us
it's, if it,
approving something.
if it works for them, you know, at that point.
I mean, I know the
Would it
cable
help
rail
right
is-
now if, I mean, do I have to go redo drawings if I have to say right now? Cable rail?
What are you doing here? Is there a railing at these steps?
Yes.
There's nothing shown at all.
Well, there is, right here, see this little bar right
No,
here?
that's not.
No, but we can't
Well,
see
we
it
can't
from the
tell what that
side.
is. The drawings are very incomplete. You know, we're not criticizing your design, we're not saying it's not approvable, but. the
What's not
information-
shown?
Lots of things.
You know,
There's no-
it's foreshortened, the railing at the front, the landing at the courtyard door. It's, all you see is the post, we don't have a side view of it.
This is, I think this elevation.
We're still on this, we're talking about
No,
this.
but she was talking about this, yes, you were talking
Well,
about just.
No, I'm just saying if
She
they're gonna
mentioned
keep,
these railings.
they're
Right.
keeping this, but they're putting the cable railing, and I know it's the back, but it'd be nice if it was consistent.
Eileen, I think the drawings that are here are not the drawings from the revision, unless you have different drawings with you. Do you have the revised? I'm looking at the drawings.
It
that I
says
downloaded
revised
from
one
the-
nine nine 24.
On the front
Oh, so
cover,
you have the
Kathleen,
correct ones then, okay,
what
I
if-
have,
yeah. I was looking at the PDF that was
Oh,
uploaded,
but
which
this
is the
one
old one.
says, well, this page
This
says,
doesn't cover the revision.
No, so that has the red stick.
no,
the
but
one
this
that's just-
page says 99.
this is your page, not mine, right?
This is not mine.
I think they.
Well, if this helps at all,
Came back September-
hello?
came
We
in
can talk about
September
the
10th.
design, so that if.
yeah, if this helps them at all, you can see a side view of the railing at the back patio on the north elevation. That side view would be the same thing at the courtyard entrance on the west.
Okay, what drawing is that? What number?
Look at the north elevation on 301, and you can see the side view of the railing. It's got a cloud around it for the
That's
revision.
what you mentioned here, yeah.
This one.
Where,
this is
where,
not-
where is this?
So he doesn't have a
He's saying
side, we
it's
don't have a
gonna
side
look
view
like
of
that.
it.
Oh.
Right.
But again, so then you can do cable here and then not cable there.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you want
What
us to
happened?
come back with the drawing revised with the cable? Or can we say that elevation works to, if, you know, I don't
No,
wanna
we
back
can-
my customer into anything that
Yeah.
doesn't work for them too.
Yeah. So maybe
I-
you can consult with them and.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
is there a
can
way
figure out
that
the
we-
cost though to discuss it with them. That's
Well, I would like you
That
to
would
come back
be
to
your
give
responsibility.
more
Okay.
information, more
Okay.
drawings, show different angles of it, so we understand.
Of this front
Of
courtyard, yes.
everything that's being
Well, we
done,
didn't even do the back yet, maybe we won't need on the back, let's see.
let's see.
Yeah,
But-
why
but
don't we
we-
go through it and then we can.
Okay.
But you're giving us only one flat, two-dimensional elevation, and things are protruding and
Yeah, so
it's
this is
lacking
all
information.
I was looking at. This doesn't have the same, this doesn't have this.
This one seems to be the
This is the
revised
newer,
one.
this is the
September
new.
Oh, so you're looking at an old.
Oh, an old one, so yeah.
okay.
Alright, I'll give it to you. Because that doesn't have the revisions.
So it's September 10th, that's the revised plan, that's the one you guys are looking at.
Yeah, this one says 99.
Yeah, but they brought it in on the 10th,
Okay.
so we stamped it on the 10th.
Oh, okay.
Then what do you think?
Well, so is there something back
And
here
the
that?
design seems.
Excuse my back.
Yeah, me too, I'm okay with the design.
So I'm having a hard time hearing. What are we missing?
Yeah, it has to, exactly, that's all it
I
is.
mean, I'm okay with the design, I mean, if you don't, if that was the railing, then we just ask her to
So are
do what
we
like we
asking them
always.
to return the
They do
full
this.
elevation?
Don't think these columns.
Excuse me, like when you guys are done, can we get a full list of what's missing? Because like just saying redoing everything is not gonna, like,
Brackets, two brackets attached.
She wants a list of what you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
Well, we're still trying to figure out what's.
So do you wanna leave this and move to the back, or do you wanna see what else might be missing for you on the front?
Well,
Is this like?
on the front, if you, again, if you had
It's not-
more than just the two, on the courtyard, if you had another elevation from the side.
Like the
or-
sketch I
Or
gave you,
a three-dimensional
like that?
sketch like that would be fine
Yeah,
if it was
okay,
a more formal and put on the drawings. and stuff.
details.
yeah, okay.
With accurate
Dimensions.
accurate notes of what's being changed and what it is. That would be fine, and then the question of the railing up here versus, that's a design question, that's not a presentation question. So we'll let you guys think about that.
But, so let's just go to this north elevation, so this door is the same,
Front door,
but the column is new,
yes, there's a,
But,
do we have
column,
what's
the
the
column
dimension
looks
of
a
it?
Where's the-
little,
do you have the-
was it resting on anything?
I'm sorry, do you
Is
have
it-
the?
Well, let me first ask, what's the dimension of it? It does look
It looks a
spindly
little
as a
thin
drawing,
for
but-
the.
Yeah,
but
it's not, it
doesn't
will be
say-
wrapped. We talked about that. It will be wrapped.
Can you put a note when you come back on the column, what dimension is? Is it round, is it square, is it 8 inches, 12
there-
inches?
me my
Is there space? Is there?
You see, and also one thing that I just
You know what,
noticed.
I need everything
They
there.
will be required to have
A railing,
So, maybe we should know.
yeah.
Once
Oh,
you
wait.
have,
What is it?
you need to have a railing, like, just like this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I just would like all around this. So what we need to come back with is the balcony,
Also here, I think the railing is.
side view, is that what we're,
And check your notes, you know, so that
So you're
everything
on
is-
west partial elevation, your notes right now, right? Is that what you're doing?
I'm sorry.
You're taking notes now for
I'm
the
taking-
west partial elevation, right? Is that what you're doing?
The courtyard is what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
call the courtyard, yeah.
you know, check your notes for accuracy, and if something should be dimensioned, put a dimension on it.
Okay, so, but you're telling me it should be dimensionalized, right? The balcony, you wanna see a
Well,
side
we just
view?
would like to see a side view.
Yeah, okay, and
Well, but
and
on
a
the
railing.
side view, it'd be nice to have a dimension on
Oh, yeah,
how
of
far
course.
out the, you
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, no, with that, thing along.
Okay,
Also here, I think
And
you're
then on the
missing a
north
railing.
elevation,
on this thing, oh, this now we're on the front,
yeah.
now we're on the front door?
Are
Okay,
you missing elevation?
Hey, can I share my screen?
Railing.
I think I can help fix
A railing?
this
I don't
problem
think I
right
need a
now.
railing there, I think I only have 2 risers.
Oh, because here there's more risers.
Sure, go ahead.
Drone.
You got 4 steps here.
You have 4
Thank you.
risers here. Drone.
I have,
You
I have
have
4,
drones.
I have 1,
2, 3, 4.
There we go.
And you need the
Help?
So that's
Okay,
the
so
courtyard, just,
either I give you
double-
3 steps.
double check.
Oh, well, this is helpful.
that's helpful. I
Oh.
still think the railing on the top, you know, it fights with the cable railing, especially if you're having the cable railing on the front again.
Sure, we can make that cable.
Horizontal, right?
No, should match.
Should be horizontal.
Better?
Yeah.
Now it's a cable railing.
Oh, is that a
Okay.
standing seam roof? Doesn't.
Yeah, where's
It's a weird
the,
drawing, yeah.
Marco, can you put that roof in there? The little,
Oh,
what
it's
is that,
missing.
what's that on the,
Oh, there.
oh,
And you're putting in a perfectly flat roof, it looks perfectly flat.
no, it's not flat, there's a pitch.
No, not flat. The drawing shows that there's a
It looks like there's a pitch.
yeah, slight, I don't think there's a lot of,
Not anyway, it's-
I'm okay
Right.
with that. I would like
Sorry.
to see this.
Yes, do you have the north elevation?
on
in
the
that?
elevation.
You guys feel free to jump in. where-
I mean,
Yeah,
before we
I
leave
agree
this
with that
elevation,
one.
should we maybe see if if
Design is
that would
more
equate what we need
Well,
to
I
do
know
for
I-
that?
This one?
Yeah, no, for
I'm
the,
sorry?
before we leave this one, what he just did, is that
If
enough?
that gets put in document form, we're set.
We're okay, and do we need to come back to you with it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Seems like
Yeah,
there's
we
enough.
need to
alright, so
the-
Marco, you wanna have a note of that we're gonna,
And put a few dimensions on it even, how far it
Yep.
comes out.
okay, so what you just did worked for everybody, but we will need to print it and
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything. What was that?
I said what you just did on that, on the west partial elevation, if you wanna give the dimensions and the views that you
Can-
just created for us here,
Can we just resubmit the printed drawings or we need to
Yes.
represent?
or do we have to represent?
Well, it depends, we have to
You
see
gotta
what
make it
else there is.
Let's
So
Okay, let's see what
finish.
else there is,
Let's-
but
let's
let's
finish
just
and
make a
then-
note of it for right now that we need that, okay?
They should come. because
Okay,
we're-
before we
see the
leave the-
drawing, we don't like it.
This, can you just ask?
Okay,
The
before
north
we
of-
leave this section, can I just stay here 1 second? Is there anything else we need to bring back on this section?
Well, we just need to see the section.
I'm talking about, so we
Yeah,
have
we-
3 different
No, I
areas, we
think
have the
this- I think
courtyard.
we're
fine.
good there.
This
No,
is
we're
fine.
fine there.
We're
Okay,
here,
we
okay,
need
alright,
to-
so we're okay for the courtyard, let's move over to the front door, which is this now. And they're asking about what looks like you and I talked about, Marco. Can you hear me,
Well,
Marco?
you don't have
Can
any
you show it
details
on
on
the-
the
Can you
post.
show it on the drawing? Can he pull out this
Okay.
drawing?
Marco?
I think he's looking.
I think he's frozen.
Or he's
Sure you
frozen.
can-
He's actually
Yeah,
I'm
frozen.
having a hard time hearing you guys.
I think you froze.
You're not hearing us?
Oh, he must be, maybe.
There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Can you pull
No,
up
he's
the
trying to share-
three-dimensional
he's trying to
model
find
that-
that.
of that area?
Are you with us, Marco?
Hi. What part do you want to see?
North
Front door.
elevation, the same.
The front door, the north elevation.
Yeah, bear with me.
Yep.
Can you see it?
No, it's still,
Not yet.
still
Wait a
loading.
minute.
Should have loaded by now. Okay,
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
just lost it.
It was great what we
Sorry.
saw though, Marco.
It was there for just a second.
Yep.
Got it?
Not yet.
Is it rendering or something? Is it rendering or something?
Probably a dense file.
Here it is.
So,
Okay.
You see how many steps you have?
Marco, how many steps do we have on that front landing? How many steps, how many risers?
On the front here?
Yeah, is it 3 risers?
Should be 3, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know why that reads like 4, but it's only 3.
All right, so
Can-
fix that if you can on that, when you come
So,
back.
and so,
You know how many, what the number is when they're price around?
3 risers is, it's 21.
Don't-
You don't need
Well,
a
well, if I may, the 3D
Yes.
model may not be 100% accurate. That's why I like to go off of the drawings.
Just like a trim
Okay.
piece.
Okay,
Oh, what's the drawing?
so we
So
gotta check
whatever the
that,
drawings
Marco.
show,
Looks like it.
whatever the drawings show, the 2D drawings is more accurate than the 3D
Yeah,
model.
it looks like one.
All right, so basically what that is about is if there's 4 risers, we need a railing because we're 28. And if it's 3 risers, we don't need a railing, so,
If you're under 4 risers and under 30 inches, you don't need a handrail.
30 inches, yeah.
oh, is it under 30? Oh, so if it was 4 risers, that'd be okay.
30
20,
inches.
20, 20.
Right, but you can't have 4 or more risers, right? So
Yeah. You can.
it has to meet both requirements.
All right, so what do we need to do?
Alright,
then?
so
We
on
need
the,
to-
on the entrance, to the right of the entrance holding up that roof, is that a column or is that a trim piece on the wall of the?
It's
building?
also a column. It's
What's the
it's
dimension
They're
of
both
that
trim
column?
piece back. This is a column, this is the side of the garage.
Okay, so that's.
And does one
On
column
that
come
side,
all
it's
the
a
way,
trim,
does one column come all the way down to the ground and one stops
just
on
a
the?
trim.
No, that's just the trim on this side, extending down.
Also, yeah,
But
The
is
other
it a,
column is on the landing.
But then.
so that is a trim piece, it's not a column on the right?
Over here is trim, over
It's
here is
trim.
column.
There'll be, essentially framing inside to create a column, but from the
So from the
exterior, you
side,
don't see a
you know,
column.
Right.
You wanna turn the corner with it, so it looks like a column in the wall, right?
Well.
Well, you know what, it's kind of an extension of this trim on the house. It's an extension of the trim on the house, so it looks like it,
Bob,
Yeah.
it's this, it's existing.
Oh, can we see that?
Already.
here you have,
It's just
you
a
have to count
way to
those
terminate
risers.
It's
Deciding.
existing.
here I have
This is what you have.
So
These are
this doesn't
the ones,
have
the
risers,
risers
so
we're
you
talking
want
about.
So they're adding
Yeah.
brand.
He said to rely on this. So this.
That's what he said.
So is there, so
And
the
that's-
trim
No,
piece
they're
is,
adding
It
those
represents like that.
The
Right,
roof
coming
they're
in.
adding, but
They're
they,
adding the
they're
roof.
So we need to
Sure,
verify
please.
what that is.
Just
for you.
verify it on
Okay.
the drawings again.
Alright, so now I
Either railing or
understand,
no railing, but it's
So-
probably better to have a railing.
You know, even if
On
it's
one
only
side.
28, I'm feeling
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
It's
We're just going to be some.
Frontage, yeah.
okay, so
Is
go
that
ahead.
gonna look on?
Okay.
So the bracket on the new column can't be the same length as the bracket on the trim, correct?
Column set back.
Cause the column is set back.
Okay.
Is that gonna look odd?
Why can't the column come out to where the,
Well, it's not now,
You could.
I'm just commenting on,
The angle's the same, I don't.
There.
Right, but it's out
oh,
of
I
plane.
see
now.
I see what you're saying.
it's just. And what is it
So
called?
can we
Well,
bring
they
the
would,
column
they would be the same angle and they would be the same
Right.
height because they're both capturing, there would be a small beam in there. Just
Uh-huh.
this bracket would have to just be just slightly longer to meet the
And lower.
column.
Or, Marco, we could bring
Yeah,
the
it's
column
lower, right.
across the front of the landing so that the length is the same for both diagonal.
No.
Couldn't we just
What?
trim across the front of the landing?
That doesn't,
That would do it.
and then the column, does the
Yeah,
column,
possibly. I mean, that could work as well.
what's the column resting on?
The
Column's
landing.
on the landing.
It's
It's
just on the
existing.
landing.
It's
That's an
existing,
existing
yeah.
column.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
we're
it's
just gonna
indicated
rewrap that.
different, because this is a round column in here.
Yeah, well,
Is that just a square post?
we're gonna take the round off of the square post that's there. Take the round off and wrap
So
it.
it's a different column.
Yeah.
We dimension.
So it's a
how-
different
how-
column.
But it's the inside of it is gonna stay.
Do you know what the dimension of it is?
You know, we didn't wanna take the round column off, but there's a post under there, probably 4x4.
No, it's probably more, it's probably 6x6. I don't think it's.
You know, until we had a permit, I didn't wanna start pulling apart the
It's probably 6x6.
Yeah, the idea was to leave the column that's there and essentially change the aesthetic of it.
right, and the wrap.
Right, so that's drawing, the steps, now you got 4 steps, 4 risers.
Well, you know what, he said, we should rely on these drawings,
And
not
there's
this,
still
this is,
risers here, actually, this
Yeah,
worse,
and
looks
he said
worse
that's
than
right.
the other
And so what, so you guys have
So
to
it's
figure
this.
out what it
well,
is.
we need
This
to
is
verify
why,
with
this
you
is why
guys,
showing the 3D
right?
No,
model.
not with
Not
us,
with
you have
us.
to verify it.
Oh,
Look
okay,
at the existing conditions, look at the dimensions and
okay,
just draw it accurately. And then-
Okay.
And if it gets to
and
a
you want us
certain
to
height,
come back
you
with
ramp.
it for you?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll come back and verify that for
The
you.
next meeting is October 9th. I'll need everything by October 2nd.
So I'm
So that.
sorry, I had a hard time hearing a few things.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be sure to be in person next time, but
It is.
I'm a little confused on
Was there a
what's
roof?
missing
Can we just
and
stay
what
with
we need
Marco
to
1
show.
second, do you mind?
That's a whole new part of the project.
That's
we
all.
haven't
Yeah, let's
discussed.
We haven't even gotten it.
Yeah, don't go there yet till what did you say, Marco?
I said I had a hard time hearing, so I'm just wondering what's missing and what do we need to show?
Is it okay if I tell him and you tell me if I'm right or wrong? Is that okay? Okay, on the front, on the west partial elevation out where the balcony is, the courtyard, we need to give them a side view with dimensions of the railing and what you've done for us here and the
And again, you can twist this to the
Skin
right
seaward.
angle and then print
Right.
it on the drawings, that's
Right.
okay.
and then we need to come back with that, okay?
Just add some dimensions to it.
All right, then on the front door where we just were, can you hear me, Marco?
Yeah, I hear you. Keep going.
Okay, at the front door, we need to resolve the issue of the different lengths of the diagonal. I think the way that would be nice to do would be to wrap the front of the landing. Because I don't see a way to bring the other one back, so let's bring that one
Okay, something
forward
like that.
to give them that other inch and a half to the edge, to the front, okay?
Okay.
And then we need to verify with them, for them, how many risers we have at those front steps,
Bring it down.
Okay.
at those front steps. Okay, and then, that was it, I think,
Alright, well,
right?
again, you're
Well,
gonna
but-
give us a 3-dimensional look like this, twist it some more and print it on the paper.
Cause we don't have
Okay.
this elevation with the new
Okay.
roof.
And
Okay.
identify what's new clearly and
Well,
what's
that we have.
existing, because I don't
That we
know.
That's
Which one?
he's partial.
Oh, here,
And verify,
okay, each part.
Okay,
verify this versus this one.
Right, all the
So
sets.
something like that, right? Like,
Yes.
Is that what you're looking for? Okay.
make sure it's accurate, but note the dimensions.
Yep.
Put railings if necessary, don't if not.
Okay.
Look on the side, look at that
It
little
just, it looks
treads,
so thin.
treads on the side, you know.
Well, it's existing. It's really
It's
not,
all
it
existing,
doesn't
right?
feel.
Well,
thin
but
or
the
anything.
roof is not,
The roof is not what?
the roof is not existing.
Right, I'm
That's
sorry.
new.
What did you say looked so thin? I thought you were talking about the landing.
Those steps in both directions exist on this side, they're there.
No. Right now, they have a stone landing. They have a wood deck that goes from the stone landing. It's like a ramp, a wood ramp that comes back to their wood deck in the back. None of, that's not good. So we're gonna step down from the landing here to just steppers through gravel to the walkway to the back, to the patio.
It would be nice if this actually not, match with this with the round. If they have.
What was that?
So, if this, you could use the same, if you need a railing, if you can use the same one as this one.
Yeah, okay.
We try to unify the materials.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're to the back, which is part of the side elevation.
If we're done with the front entrance, then let's move to the back, yes.
So this is a new roof, so you're putting a new roof
Yes.
structure over this?
Yes. Do you want me to tell you what's existing right now?
Sure.
Okay, you've got a deck that comes out 26
Do
from
we have a
the,
drawing of it?
we have, pictures.
The site
Yeah,
plan.
but the picture, there's shrubs.
Yeah, we have existing.
This is this one.
Okay, yes, so we're. Is that right?
Yeah, that would be the existing.
Okay, yeah,
What is the new one?
And it's like this. So it comes out,
Well, is there a roof over here?
No. there is not currently a roof over here.
Okay, but you're
There's going to
proposing
be-
to put one.
Right, we're gonna put the roof,
So you,
that's
it's
just here.
You see what he's putting in green right
Just
now?
here.
That's
No.
right.
There's a
Just
drawing
here
there.
is the roof.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
you
no,
gotta
that's
show
just-
that on, you know.
I think it's on somewhere. It's got it.
So I can see it here, so you have a
See
line
here?
here, right?
See here?
Is this where the roof ends?
Mm,
This is all new, isn't it?
yes, right.
Okay,
Right.
so the existing condition, which we
Okay,
don't
so there's no
have,
line right here.
well, on this drawing, there shouldn't be a line, but there probably should be a drawing that's before and after. The before doesn't
You
have.
want
that.
a side drawing of
Well, we
where it
don't
is
always
now?
require
Yeah, we
the
do.
before.
They were-
We don't always require the before.
But-
Yeah,
Here's your
we
side.
always,
Is it
we always
existing?
require.
Of course we do.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
A before of what elevation?
So north elevation, I think
Existing and proposed.
we would like to see the existing
How
north
easy, 10
elevation.
minutes, I mean,
Or
they're
some
approved.
sort of documentation, because it's new, this part,
But
so that we
the
can
so
compare.
the north elevation, whatever's existing, so if you see the 3D draw model, the walls that I'm highlighting,
Yeah,
that
we
is
can see
all
that.
existing. Can you see
Right,
it?
but the drawings that are on the desk don't show.
This
what's
is all
existing.
existing.
yeah,
This
we have,
goes
we got
right.
it, we got it.
It does show everything, and so we're only extruding, we're extending this roof across, coming down with posts and beams, and having a new patio. The existing elevation is remaining the same.
Is the roof the same material? Is it gonna look like a consistent roof throughout, even though?
It says on the elevations, it match existing slope.
I don't see that. It's just the.
Right here. Matching existing slope, window, provide timber look top and same material.
Match.
But is it the same
Yes.
shingles?
Yes.
What does it look like from underneath when you look up?
Beadboard? with recessed lighting. You,
It's just a lot, is that here anywhere, that show?
did we show the inside of the
No,
porch?
we did not.
There's just a lot of I mean,
Oh, I didn't
a lot
know,
of information.
I've never had to show that before, actually, you know. We might put some beams in there too, you know, for.
you should
It
show
But
that.
that, yeah,
It
we
looks
need
very
to,
nice, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think we have
thank you.
problems
we
with
just need to
it,
see
but the
those.
design is
Okay,
very
I think it's
Okay,
really
so-
more about the details that we can't see.
This is like our,
There's
our,
nothing- we can't
our
approve
contract with you, we approve this, and if somebody walks to this, you know, and inspects it and compares it to this, you know, it should match.
Okay, but you need more detail, is that
Well, you're
what I'm
supposed to
hearing?
build to what we approve, and there's not enough
E-
information.
Everything you're building needs to be documented here, just like it does for contract.
Otherwise, everyone can just change as they.
I mean, I think we need to move on. This is a
I know,
fairly
we're
simple
talking about
project
this.
that we
too
conceptually
much.
like. The bottom line is just put more detail in all of
Exactly.
the drawings.
Okay, you
and
got,
come back next
Marco, do you
time.
hear that? Can we get more detail in all the drawings, like in the interior of the porch, they'd like to see more detail? The side view of the front courtyard, the trim on the front needs to match up so the two day, can you hear me
Yeah,
okay?
I can show sections of all of that, but all I keep hearing is there's a lot of information missing, and I've gotten drawings with this amount of detail and less detail than this, permitted and built. So
Well-
it's a little frustrating right now that all I keep hearing is that there's a lot of information missing.
Yeah, not.
I mean, this looks like a pretty complete set of drawings to me.
It
So,
doesn't, in all due respect, it doesn't to us, and it's difficult to understand.
well, you're telling me that you can't see anything, and then I'm telling you where the notes are. You're not looking or reading the drawings. It says that the shingles are gonna match existing, but you're not reading any of the notes.
I'm
You're just
looking
saying
at
that
the north
everything's missing.
elevation, excuse me, on the north elevation, show me where it says the map.
It says it on the roof plan.
Where's it?
Material,
Alright, that's not. You're automatically on the next meeting, and hopefully, the information will be there.
can you tell me what I have to give you for the
Everything they just told
Everything
you.
they just-
No, I'm sorry, do I have to do the whole application over?
Not the whole
Okay, I
application,
just
I need the
returned what-
I need 2 sets of the revised plans and a thumb drive again. And I'll need that by October 2nd. So you can be on the October 9th meeting. There's a holiday on the 2nd, that's why it's on the
Oh,
right?
what holiday?
But I have to give them to you.
Oh, Rosh Hashanah.
I'm sorry, I'll need it by the 2nd.
Two sets of revised plans and what else?
And the email sent to me so that I can pull for them.
And the size of the plans, full size, right?
Full size and an 11 by 17.
Okey dokey.
Are you the next person as
I
well?
sure am. And so is Marco. Yay. Okay. Do you have drawings for that?
Yep, I'm pulling them up now.
So we can leave, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody outside for this?
Yes, there was one more person.
Well,
The
Oh,
fourth
maybe now,
application.
no, I
That's
think it's
the
my
fourth one.
customer coming, my next customer coming, I don't know. Josh, you don't see, you would see if somebody else was on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think we need to. But this
So what is
two
this?
H cross.
Just changing the entry
So
protocol?
you know what, I guess I think you have, I just wanna make sure you have, so you have the photos of what it looks like now?
Oh, this is like before and
Alright, this is, and this is the four angles of the, four views of the house, four sides of the house. This is the front. So you have an existing portico on there that's rotting off the house. It's dangerous, it's letting water into the, behind the siding. The landing itself,
Is that neighboring?
These neighboring?
Yep.
And that's
you have
what
the
we
four
do.
sides of the house. That, but you've got over here, that's the fourth side,
This is
that
the
goes there,
fourth.
and those are the neighbors.
Right. And these are the two sides?
And is the whole scope just the entry
Just the
portico?
portico.
Just the
That's it.
portico?
Alright.
Okay, oh, that's simple.
You as happy as I am?
So there's no portico now? I can't see.
No, it's this, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
there's a portico.
semicircle.
It's rotting like a
Oh,
house.
I see.
Yeah.
It's on a masonry landing.
We're fine with this one.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Well, okay, good, thank you. It's on a masonry landing that's completely cracked and a mess. And I'm gonna build a beautiful new landing and a beautiful new portico. What was that?
Is there, besides that, is there a drawing of the portico?
The proposed?
Yeah, besides the front rendering, is that the only thing you have, or do you have elevations of it here?
Sorry, what's this one? Oh, removal. Okay, this is
Oh, it's
existing.
proposed, is the top.
This is
Hang on,
proposed.
let me see what we got here. I don't wanna answer until I
So
know.
is A301, is this,
That's it, that's the proposed.
So A100 is existing,
actually, two-
A200 is proposed,
Yeah.
yeah, this looks like, yeah, you can't,
A201 is the detail.
There's no.
is it 201 or a 301?
201.
Let's look at 301 for a minute. Please.
Mark, are you with me? Alright, so the top is
So,
the
the top of A301, is that the elevation of the proposed new
Yes.
portico? Right, and it doesn't look like the rendering, does it?
No.
What? Doesn't look like what?
The rendering,
No, it doesn't.
yeah, the roof doesn't look like it at all.
Well, I think it's just the angle he took from it because it is going to be angled back. It's not a flat roof.
So that's not correct. That how
Yeah, the trim,
Right.
yeah, it doesn't.
in the side elevation. And actually here it would be different.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it isn't that far.
Yeah, it's true, your column's square or round,
Or
because
round.
they're square in the rendering and they're round in the elevation.
They're not,
They're never gonna be round. No, the
Okay.
existing
They're
is
square.
round, they're square.
Okay.
They're going to be
So I
square.
think this elevation needs to be corrected.
Uh,
The
The proposed?
the proposed partial north elevation, because I think either it's,
what has been corrected here? Just tell me.
Steps is off a little tough. Maybe not.
Well,
And
this
also
is-
should be an
this is-
elevation, look at this one.
is the roof going to be like that?
I mean,
What are you pointing
there-
at?
there- there's a three-
You're
view
breaking
on
up,
the
right?
cover
You're breaking
page.
up.
You're not there, Marco.
Marco, you're breaking up.
And the other thing we require is we do a side elevation of this.
Okay, so let's see where, if we can get Marco back, because I wanted him to know.
Or maybe he can pull it, I don't know.
Yeah, but we still need it.
And
She
we went
still
through
needs a
everything
copy
else
of it,
that
doesn't
we-
matter, she still
This
needs
looks
a
very
piece of paper.
far, so I don't know if that's possible.
It doesn't, we still need a piece of paper that has side
This doesn't
elevation,
look like
so.
this to me.
No, it doesn't. And
This looks like this roof that's elevated is coming to the edge.
I think
Yeah.
it's just
But it was like it's coming to the edge.
perspective of the.
Well, you
Up
have to
around
see
it.
something.
Alright, then maybe we should get a different view of the rendering.
Okay, so maybe if we can get him back, maybe he can show
Hi.
you and then you can tell us if that's gonna be okay.
Well,
He's
we
coming
still
back
need
on
the
this.
elevation.
pitch, if this
Up
goes
from the
higher,
side,
it would be
here,
in the
like-
middle here.
So
What would
Marco,
you like to see?
Can you tilt it down so we can see the roof of the
Cause that looks like a
portico?
flat roof.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, it's like a.
okay,
Side elevation.
and the columns are square, alright, so it's a funkiness of,
Yeah, that,
That's nice.
But he still needs,
so, you know, you
Still
probably
needs
should tilt it and add it to one of the drawings.
but we
What- what
still
do you
need
approve?
the elevation.
Should
She'll
we do
need
that?
it for.
Right,
Marco,
What's that?
they need that printed and we have to come back with it on the 9th.
and there should be.
No, I think,
I don't
I think we're gonna approve it, but in order for them
you
to
just submit it.
process it,
We'll
submit
approve
it, you need the elevation.
We'll approve this subject
We'll
to
approve
your,
it.
Okay,
where
fine.
the other one we wanted to
The
talk
other
about.
one you want me back?
Does
Yeah,
this,
okay.
does
But we
this north
also want to
elevation enough information though? It shows it on here, the proposed north elevation.
Yes, we just want a side elevation of that. So if you're
Okay,
standing
I
on the
also
side.
have, I'm just trying to, if we can, I have this side section through it,
Which is this side.
That's enough. Should be enough.
or you just need to see the elevation.
We would like to see it. We'd like to see it. We're
Okay.
gonna get it approved, but submit it, please.
It's on
Okay, no
page-
problem.
201A, A201,
Am I approving it?
it's on this side.
You're
Approve
approving
it
it,
subject to
subject to getting
getting
the
a
elevation.
revised side elevation and a revised front render.
And what's the revised front rendering, just the side elevation?
Just tilt it so we can see the roof,
And-
like he had.
Okay, tilt to see the roof,
And then a flat two-dimensional elevation of the portico from the side.
And that's all you're doing, correct? That's all you're doing for this.
That's all they do. Thank you.
Are any of those variants, similar variants there?
Nope.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is 275 Quaker Road.
I think that they should be.
I know, I know.
Right.
What?
Surprised enough, just
Yeah,
because
please.
they're.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh, there's a- Oh, is this one? Oh, I know this one. It's the one with the big yard, it's kind of set at an angle, right? And the stream and, yeah. How old is this?
Originally built in 1800.
In what?
1800.
1800.
Hi, I'm Gail Asher. I'm Mr. Beschloss's architect,
Hi.
Kirsty and Stephen Beschloss. And we're presenting our proposal for an office alteration in the barn space over the existing garage, which is over 200 years old. Right? Almost 300.
200.
200 plus, 200 plus.
24.
Yeah. So I think you have, I don't know how you work here, but I think you had this digital submission. Is that something you pull up?
No,
Oh, you
only
don't?
if you're on the Zoom.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so I do have photos and we can pass these around, and this, if you wanna just pass them around and go through this.
We have some
We have the
photos
photos,
here.
I think.
You have some, okay, well, if you wanna just pass it around sort of in order of the Google Earth and then sort of see. And
Is it above the garage?
so at the back is the neighbor or the neighbors. Briefly, Mr. Beschloss is a journalist, a professional journalist, and he's been writing for years. Yep. He writes and publishes, does video conversations, television and radio camera interviews, and he has a need for a remote location. So right now, he and his wife and daughter just recently moved from Arizona this summer.
Oh,
So, yeah, very recently, like within the past month.
Yeah, we're still getting out of boxes right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So-
thought that house was for sale.
So it's a beautiful property, it's just so bucolic. But anyway, he is now has temporary office space in the house, and he really needs privacy and remoteness for what he does. So this is a perfect space over the garage, and I don't know if you have interior pictures, but there are a couple in there that show the barn space. And it's a really potentially really nice space, except there's not enough ceiling height and there's no really very little natural light. So we need to put dormers in to bring in some space, add to the space and bring in natural light. But other than that, we want to preserve the feel and the space as much as possible.
The new house here, you're right here. The new house.
Oh, that's right.
And then you're right here.
That's right. It's on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
The new house is just like a budding Quaker Road.
Here's a survey here if anybody wants, and another Google or anybody wants to see the survey, yeah. So the building is obviously, you know, the structure is over 200 years old, the barn as well as the house. It needs some little bit of structural maintenance. We have to pull together, the walls are kind of peeling off a little bit, so we've got to do a little bit to correct it. But other than that, we want to try and maintain. So the idea is to remove the roof, because the roof is undersized structurally. It has 2x6s spaced at 24 inches in center, and so we're going to remove the roof as part of this dormer reconstruction. We want to keep the 4-foot high walls. That's the goal. If we can, you know, correct the anomalies that are there, and then build the dormers, cut in the windows, but build the dormers right on top of that 4-foot wall.
Can I just interrupt one sec? Does Gray need to see
Yeah.
this?
Is this-
Landmark?
I don't
This
know.
gone through the store?
I don't.
Not officially,
Okay.
not officially, no.
Yeah, normally you
I mean,
would
they're aware
label
of
it
the
on the
house,
folder.
obviously.
Oh, you would not, okay. Yeah, you think it's on
Sure.
It's worth noting, so that, you know, the original house was sort of 1800, there was a expansion that happened in the
Oh, right.
1850s, and then there's a whole kind of addition that happened in the 1980s.
Oh, okay,
In the house itself,
So it's, you know, it's
Okay,
not just
so-
the original
yeah,
house, it's the whole.
got it.
right, sorry, I forgot to.
What's your first name,
That's right.
this is part of the garage.
It's the garage.
So I can flip these, okay, so the existing, so
This refers to the barn.
here's the existing, there's not much really
Was
here, I
it, did it
mean.
used to be a barn, you're calling it a
Because you're
barn?
calling the garage.
Well, it's like a barn space,
But it's a
no,
garage.
no, it's a garage,
garage.
yeah,
So
it's a 2-car garage.
Okay.
I just calling it feels like a barn upstairs, so we like
okay.
that.
Okay, I just
term.
wanted to make sure.
No,
this-
it's not been used as a barn.
Above the garage.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the structure.
Yeah, so this is the 4-foot space where that tie comes across, right, the plate comes across, so that's why you have that extra space there, so we have to cut the windows in to get the natural light at a reasonable height. And that, so this is existing. And then proposed, you can see it's really not much different except for the dormers, and it just, you know, it adds a nice appeal to it. It's kind of a little bland right now, so and the plan's really simple too, I mean, the plan's,
Original is nice, with the book and everything.
That whole facade changes.
Are you taking out that round window that on the side?
yes, we're taking out the round window, but we're trying to do something a little more interesting with it, so maybe do something a little more light and something a little more contemporary on that end. Nobody's there, really, it's just very private, so.
You don't think that? It looks, the fenestration on the side looks very modern as opposed to historic. Like,
Well,
I think this.
it's not really seen, it's really not visible from any place, and I think the idea was really to open it up because it's so remote there that was the idea.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
It's just so far away from anybody who's gonna see it that we thought, I mean, we do wanna preserve the feel, but we thought we could do that with trim, and, you know, we sort of wanna combine some of the modernity with the traditional feel.
I do too, I like the front, I like the front, I do think the sides look nothing historic compared to the old one, which even the trim at the top of the windows, it looks kind of, you know, historic. Isn't there a way to get you, not just my opinion, is there a way to get you the light and the function that you want, but do it in a way that's maybe more sensitive to the historic.
So the windows, if I can say, the windows at the bottom, that we're not touching that.
Well, that one we,
It's the.
we're touching the trim above it,
Just the trim.
just the trim.
But then with the, I just think it looks very modern. This trim and this window with its rich trim looks kind of.
The
trim.
problem is that arch goes into the floor above, and the window would be right above it. To get a window at any 3-foot high sill or less, you know, I mean, that's the problem. That arch goes up, okay? That arch goes up here. So that's the problem. That pedimented arch has to come out.
Yeah, this one, she's.
Yeah, it's gotta come
What about
out.
the-
It goes way
trim?
up. And so that's the problem, because you have this, the way it's constructed, this top of this window is right at the floor line pretty much. So we have to do something different with that, and that circular window is high right now. It's high, I mean, you can't see out of it. So it's, it's just given the structure of it, it's not possible to keep that pediment.
You're showing us as a window.
Yeah, we were putting a glass window above, we're trying to.
So
Just bring more light in.
the second floor, that attic
I
space,
just
Mhm.
don't.
because the round windows
Trusses
generate,
around
it
us.
basically gives no light into that space. It's basically just a darkened attic unless you raise more window space.
Yeah, I just feel like this third window above the
It's just
row
about a
of the
modern
three
pattern.
windows, is like sitting on it like a little hat. There is no space in between. Either I would illuminate it or just make it a little bit higher, because it kind of looks,
The top
one.
single window.
This one here?
Sits on a very,
This one,
yeah.
this
Yeah,
one
maybe
here.
if you had a window like this, up, remove.
You mean
insert
just-
something.
either space or, but not, you know,
So as opposed to making it like a Palladian type, you mean separating it?
either separating or just
Or not at
illuminating.
all.
Or not
Because
at
I don't
all.
think that's going to, it's not providing you too much.
Well, don't you feel
Light.
that?
I think it
So
does
it'll-
need something, I mean, maybe just pull up and replace a circular window there or something, I mean.
These three.
I mean, it's up, it just, it doesn't, it looks
Well,
a
they're
little
not
glued together and a little forced.
But to look at it, they try very hard.
And if it was
Beautiful.
one big window, would you feel the same way?
What?
Cause the idea was a
It is
Palladian, was
beautiful.
kind of
I
a
agree with you.
Palladian feel. You
Yeah,
know,
I-
that
I-
triptych type of feel with the Palladian feel, I mean, that was the idea, but,
Yeah, we, if you guys don't know, we do have a historian in town, and most of the houses, 200.
Ray Williams, and I just had a good bit of time with the Williams.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah,
Is he aware of this?
Gone back and, aware of what? The house?
Of the change that you're proposing.
I wasn't, seeking his approval.
Yeah.
I just never, just,
Yeah, no, I met because I wanted to know about the history of the house, so we actually went and he walked me through, there's a report of every owner of the house going back to the year 1800, so. Which is quite something. So we're quite I mean, that, all that matters actually in terms of owning the house, I can tell you.
Are you opposed to having something like this in lieu of this?
they should be aware there should be some change.
Yeah,
not
I mean,
particularly, I
you-
mean, if
you-
everybody
What is that?
felt that we should pull it up and put a circular window or something, or.
Yeah, I think we prefer that. I think
An
it's-
historic circular window, not just even modern.
Yeah.
I mean, for that matter, it could also be an arched
Or it could be
window
no
up
window
there
at all,
too,
is that
right,
what
or?
you're saying, beyond
Like an
the sort of, is that your point?
No, I mean.
Pull it up and put a circular window up.
Yeah, I would do a circular.
We could do, I mean, we could do that, I don't have a problem with that.
Is that for both
Yeah, like
this
that.
one?
Yeah,
and
or
the
this,
right side? Are you requesting it for both the left and the right side elevation, the
I
circular
think
window?
so, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Well, circular or this octagonal, whatever, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not octagonal.
We could do that, just mirror them, match it.
Yeah.
Right, whatever.
Is the trim on the windows gonna be, deep, it's hard to tell, from this distance, but is it gonna have the depth and texture that the windows in the house all have?
That's the idea, to maintain the depth, it's not gonna be surface mounted. I mean, the windows are gonna have depth. I mean, because this window
And
is
these
staying
slide-
as well.
These sliding
It's not
doors
staying.
are disappearing, right?
What's that?
These sliding doors?
You're gonna put new garage doors in.
Well, you know, to be determined honestly, but it.
That's the idea
the
though, I mean,
idea
it might
was
not
to-
happen immediately.
Was to make them look exactly like that, but actually capable of moving.
But is it the middle drawing on the bottom with the double garage doors, is that this elevation?
This is the same, what's
Yeah.
there, this is no change, but except
The
that
dormers.
we were trying to put in new overhead garage doors, that's the idea, that we're going to replace them with functional overhead garage doors.
And it doesn't.
I mean, that's a
doesn't work.
really old track,
It
I mean,
doesn't
it's,
work.
it's a really, really old track, I mean, I don't doubt they
Yeah.
move very well.
And then you're cutting the window down next to the door?
Yes, this is not, because of the slope on there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's potentially a real water problem there.
Cause it
So
goes
we're
all the way to the.
we're leveling it out.
Are you putting stairs there, or are you just, you're putting stairs? you're
Steps,
getting rid
we're
of
putting
that
in
ramp?
steps, we're putting
Yeah.
in like concrete, you know,
Okay,
stone
so
steps
you're getting
to
rid
go
of that
up,
ramp.
yeah.
And
Trellises
and the
there.
trellis is staying, right?
No, that's going,
Oh, you have.
we're putting a window in there.
Oh, you don't show
Oh,
that?
actually,
No, you don't.
no, I'm sorry, I think it's staying, sorry, my mistake.
And are you willing to have a circular window raised and lose the?
Here,
Yeah.
yes, the same,
So-
the idea was we were gonna
Yeah,
match.
so you can draw them here.
Sketch it on?
Sketch it on.
Okay. Okay.
On both these sets. These two sets.
Oh, okay. And then I'll take a picture of it.
Does nobody think it should be run by Square Williams? Just an old house. Before it gets approved, I'm just.
Well, it's
That's
just
your
there's
call.
been renovations in 1950.
No, there's been renovation, the whole back of the house was all done in the 1980s.
And 2014, they did a big renovation inside.
So it's not in its totality,
Right, it's
Not
not a
a-
pure
correct.
old house. but
that's
a
why it's
beautiful-
not designated.
That's what, is that right?
That I don't know.
Well, but it's not designated,
It's,
correct?
we didn't mark it, so we have everything that's historic in the
I mean,
computer,
if it was
sure.
historic, it wouldn't have.
Right.
The
I guess we
1980s
never could have
renovation,
expanded it.
probably.
Previous owners
I can double
forgot.
check.
You can double check, okay.
No, we've had a lot with him and nobody, you know, I've been here a long time, nobody tries to stop somebody from, you know, making a house more usable and livable and functional and larger.
Yeah.
But he's an interesting guy, he's smart.
Yeah,
And he
absolutely.
has a passion for the stuff and he's good
Sure.
at it and,
Is that,
you know, once a change is
is that okay?
made, you know.
Yeah. I'm saying if you look at the back of the house,
Yeah.
it's
More or less,
you're getting
it's
higher
scary.
ceilings and
Is
all
there
of that, and
space in
clearly,
between the window
it
and?
mirrors, of course, it has a sense of flow about it that you feel like it's all part of the
Yeah,
same
that's-
house, but
that's
it's clearly a new addition, a more modern addition.
Can you pass that down here?
Oh,
so
on
we
that
can
one
see
too,
that?
wait.
Right,
Lost
so
my
you bought it
My
because you're
pen over
attracted to the charm
The
of the house.
history of the house, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there needs to be some.
Yeah, we
space.
put it, put some,
A
he
little
says
bit
into
higher.
scale, but yeah, separate it, don't just put it, a couple
Okay.
inches above.
So that,
The circle,
Yeah.
the-
I mean, there's just a nice space relationship to the existing.
Yeah, fine.
There's some up
I can move it up even a little more.
yeah,
I
I mean,
think
try
we
to
would-
keep this
yeah,
proportion.
Just
Yeah.
move it up a little.
No, it's not.
There's some on Quaker, but not this
Oh,
one.
there are? Oh, the ones,
Okay.
the ones further down with the cemetery.
300
All right, you all good?
Did you mark them? Okay.
No, it's funny, it's also Williams Lane. So there's a side, that's how you end.
No, it's a paper road,
Oh,
paper road, there's a paper road that you're talking about.
oh, unimproved.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.